Welcome to Windows Server 2003 installation and configuration. My name is Michael Kraut. Windows Server 2003 is a registered trademark of Microsoft Corporation. Okay, so we're going to look at Windows Server 2003 installation from the ground up. We're going to be looking at things such as what are the requirements, how we can make this a performance server, how we can make it so that it is secure. We're going to be talking about the different changes from Windows Server 2003 to from 2000 to 2003. We're also going to look at installing a Windows Server 2003 server, implementing a Windows 2003 Active Directory environment by adding a domain controller, managing devices, managing storage, and monitoring a Windows Server 2003 environment. Also, we're going to look at some of the things when I'm going through this course, I'm going to give you some hints on different things that is going to be available on the exam or is going to be tested on the exam. So keep a watch out, and I'll let you know when those things come up. But what to know for installing, configuring a Windows 2003 server in a corporate environment. So we're going to be looking at installing and configuring Windows 2003 server. We're going to be looking at things such as the manager server. We're going to be looking at using a security configuration wizard. We'll be looking at the different hardware requirements, designing a Windows 2003 server Active Directory for us. And really, this is just a primer, because later on in another course, we're going to get into the nuts and bolts of Active Directory. Install and configure server hardware devices. So we're going to look at, hey, what are plug-and-play devices, or what I call plug-and-pray. You plug them in and you pray that they work. And then we're going to troubleshoot server hardware devices. So we're going to look at using the device manager, or device mangler as I call it. Monitoring server hardware. And then we're going to look at managing storage, how we can get it so it's in a performance and stability type of environment. So when you look at the prerequisites, basic TCP/IP knowledge is really all you need to know. So we'll be looking at, when we get into infrastructure courses, we'll be doing more on TCP/IP. So we'll be looking at TCP/IP version 4 and version 6. And then navigation of windows. If you can click on a window, double click on a window, drag and drop a window. Hey, if you can play solitaire, then you'll be able to work with Windows Server 2003, especially through this course. So looking at the module topics, we'll be looking at the Windows Server 2003 server family. Active Directory primer, talk about the different parts of Active Directory, a forest, a tree, a leaf. No leaves, that's a no-go. Installing hardware, devices, and drivers. We'll also be looking at configuring hardware devices and drivers, and troubleshooting hardware devices and drivers. Then understanding disk storage options, such as using shadow copy. What is shadow copy? How does it work? Disk quotas. Setting up a RAID 1, a RAID 0, a RAID 5. Configuring disks and volumes, basic disks, dynamic disks, implementing RAID, using the event viewer, using performance console, so we'll be able to find those bottlenecks that are happening on our systems, using task manager, WMI event logging provider. So we have some exercises that you can download through the GoGo website. All you'll do is just click on it, it'll be a PDF file, so all you'll need is Adobe Acrobat. I'll explain on each of the different exercises, on which type of hardware you're going to need, and so forth. So if you have any questions or comments, the GoGo box is at the bottom of the video. So let's get started.